You know the pin and Bible method? Well, you're going to see not everyone appreciates that kind of ministry. And thus the day came when the vicar failed to foresee how risky picking random verses with a pin can be, combined with his astonishing insensitivity. He left his house, got in his car, because he had to see the bishop for his monthly chat over a cup of tea. He was pulling off his drive when a Kawasaki rocket cut him up at 75, but he knew how to stop it. With Fiat Panda turbo drive, he swiftly overtook it. They stopped the biker with his brolly, stuck it in his sprocket. He pulled his trusty pen and Bible from his cassock pocket. Unerringly he jabbed the pin, which gave him quite a shock. It was Zechariah 14:12. May thine eye rot in its socket. But considering the pin and Bible method rather neat, he slowly wound the window down and started to repeat the words from Zechariah to this miserable deadbeat. May thy tongue rot in thy mouth. He was turning up the heat. The verse was almost done. His words rang down the street. And may thy flesh rot as thou standest still upon thy feet. But standing still was sadly what the biker didn't do. Turning off the crash helmet, what came into view was a very ugly woman all covered in tattoo. She yelled, "Do unto others as they would do to you, do to them. Oh, whatever, don't get clever." Before he'd wound the window up, she was head and shoulders through. Leaning in, she grabbed the pin and the Bible too, and shouted, "Vicar, let me pick a likely verse for you." Acts chapter 1, verse 18's the verse, I shouldn't wonder. Judas went out, hanged himself, and then he burst asunder. In Luke 10:37, she stabbed another hole. "Go and do thou likewise." She was really on a roll. John 13:27, she stabbed the pin again. "What thou doest, do quickly." He didn't say amen. Glaring round his car, she spotted the half-eaten whopper wrapped up in a serviette as instructed by the copper. She grabbed it off the seat before he had a chance to stop her. She lobbed it down the street. He saw it going ever higher. She opened up the Bible at the book of Zechariah 5 verse 1, and once again the pin was in control. "Lo, I looked, and I beheld a far-off flying roll." You might be thinking this debacle left him mortified, reputation all in pieces, quite undignified. But his sermon exegeses still were misapplied random verses, and much worse, his congregation tried to make some actual sense of all their nonsense he supplied.